I should be dead. Everything that's gone wrong in my medical, I should be dead. Everything has gone wrong. I've got a pacemaker, my bladder's gone, I've got a appendix gone. Everything you can think about has gone wrong in my body. And I'm still here. Hi, my name is Dr. van Eerden, and I'm 79 years old, going on for 80. People say I'm looking good for my age, and I've got all that to contribute for the Father that's looking after me. I've had a tumultuous life, not a very good one, but at this age, in this time of my life, that I realize that God has been with me every step of my 79 years. It's a bit late in the time to realize it, but I finally realized it. A few years ago, I was diagnosed with myelodysplasty. That's a disease of the blood, and you will get leukemia from that. At the time, there was absolutely no cure for this, and there was nothing I could take. I just had to live with it, and eventually, when leukemia started, I would have to get treatment for leukemia, which is the same as what you would for cancer. And the time went on, and I went back, and my doctor, my hematologist, said a couple of years later that they've now found a cure for the type of myelodysplasty that I've got. And if I have treatment, I won't get. By just taking one simple little tablet a day, it'll prevent me from getting leukemia, which I think is incredible. Because the leukemia from the blood is not good. Then, after that, I've been in hospital most of my life. Most of the time, especially these latter years, I seem to have a special room that they keep for me at Donald Gordon. And because every time I just go in there. It was on my birthday 2 years ago, where I had a few people around, and they said to me, and we celebrated, and I stood up on the Saturday, and I said, I never celebrate my birthday, and I never celebrate Christmas, but I just feel that I need to celebrate this one year. It was a Saturday. The Sunday, I went home, and I wasn't feeling good. The Monday, I collapsed. They found an ambulance, and they took me to hospital, and I lay in this hospital for 6 days. I was completely out of it. I didn't know. They phoned my daughter from England. I've got one daughter, she's in England, and my friends phoned her and said, we suggest you get your mother out of this hospital, she's going to die here. My daughter phoned the hospital, and they got me transferred to the Donald Gordon, and they found I had septicemia, and which is something very serious. Not very many people survive septicemia. Anyhow, I lay there for 6 weeks, and prayers started coming in. I've got 2 churches praying for me, one Methodist in Alberton and one in Foresttown. They've got prayer chains that keep on going all the time. After that, the doctors came and said to me, we've got to put a bag on you, one of those bags. And I was very upset, but I said, if that's the only thing you can do for me, I'll have to take it. They came back, they measured me for the bag, and they came back and they said to me, we're sorry, we can't do anything, we can't give you an op. I said, I'm prepared to take the op. And they said, no, sorry, we're not prepared to give you the operation, it's too dangerous, you're not strong enough. All the time people were praying for me. And the head of the department came to me and said to me, came to the doctors there and said, let's try this one tablet. It may or it may not work. In 2 years, I took the tablet, I take it regularly, and I'm as right as rain. I do believe, firmly believe, that it's prayer that gets me to where I am day to day. It's prayer and the trust in God that gives it to me to get out of bed during the day and get up every morning to do all the lovely things that I do. I should be dead. With everything that's gone wrong in my medical, I should be dead. Everything has gone wrong. I've got a pacemaker, my bladder's gone, I've got a appendix gone. Everything you can think about has gone wrong in my body. And I'm still here. And I look up and I thank the Lord every morning when I get up. When I can go and do lovely things because I'm very involved in everything I do. And it gives me such pleasure to be able to go and know that I can get up and go and do these things with the help of God. Well, I was a Lions organisation for 30 years, and I went overseas one day and I saw they had these cars parked in the thing. And I said to my daughter, "What's this?" And she said, "It's a boot sale." And I investigated this boot sale, and we needed money desperately in our Lions organisation because we can't use the money that the people give us. We have to do our own things so that we can get money to cut the grass, to look after the premises, to do things for us. And I went back and I really prayed because nobody in the country knew what a boot sale was. They didn't have a clue. So I started this boot sale. We started with 3 cars, which were my friends. We ended up with 40 cars that we had to turn people away on a Saturday morning. I prayed so hard that this will be a success because we needed the money so desperately. I did that boot sale for 9 years that I didn't have to cancel once. Sometimes the weather was so bad that we thought the thunder and the lightning was flashing that we weren't going to open that day. And by 9 o'clock the sun used to shine for us. People used to love to come there because it was more like although they sold their goods where they could sell the money, use the money to feed themselves during the week and the families during the week, because instead of giving it away or leaving it, they were so happy they had people to talk to, and it was like a little community. And I'm so happy because that place would never, in the where it was, would never have been a success as much as what it was without prayer. Another story that I'd like to say, my daughter works overseas. She works, and she was this job was put onto the group, was advertised, and there was no takers, and she didn't have a chance to apply for this job. But she really wanted this job, and then they took it off. They took it off the advert. They took it off, and it was a chance that was lost. I firmly believe that if it's meant for you, God is going to give it to you, because that same job was put back onto advertising. She applied for it. She got it. She went for 6 interviews. Because it's MasterCard in America. She went for 6 interviews and she said, "Mom, I need prayer and faith." And we prayed. My friends prayed and everybody prayed. If that job is meant for her, she must get it. And we prayed. And my child has got it, and she's as happy as can be in that job. She's in England, but she's as happy as can be. There's so many times when prayer I've seen, not that I've heard, there's so many times that I've seen and noticed and lived the fact that prayer works. It doesn't always work when you may be dying, but then why must you pray to live? If it's your time to die and your family is lying there, why do you pray for them to get better? It's better for them to be relieved from their pain and their suffering. Pray that they go peacefully. Pray that they go to a better place than what it is here. But I firmly believe in prayer. And as I say, it's only now lately that I am so firm in that belief, because when you're young and you go through life, as I said, I've had a terrible life. It was really and truly, I had a terrible life. But that's besides the point. The fact that I'm brought up to here is testament that I should be here, and I'm looked after here. And I say to God every day, when I wake up, I pray. When I go to sleep, I pray. When I go to the shop, I pray. Thank you, Lord, for giving me the opportunity to go to the shop and to buy what a lot of other people haven't got. I pray that when I come back, thank you for not involving me in an accident. I can come back to my place and I'm safe, and I pray. So I'm not saying that I pray on my knees all the time, but I just feel I've got to give something back to God, a little bit back by just saying thank you, because I know He's looking after me.